Here's my analysis of the number 19 Baylor versus UT Arlington women's basketball game. And it wasn't close. 91-36, which is impressive considering in the past UT Arlington has given teams like Oklahoma and Kansas a run for their money. They lost to Oklahoma by only 9 points. They lost to Kansas by 5. And those two teams are really good. They're good teams. So Baylor had a 40-16 lead at halftime. In the second half, they scored 51 points while UT Arlington scored 20. So that's just a scoring output. Now, UT Arlington shot 26% from the field, 13 for 50, 4 for 14 from 3. They were not just not making threes. 6 for 11 on free throws. That's a little too many attempts there. 30 rebounds. That doesn't include like team rebounds. Granted, this is from ESPN. 7 assists, 5 steals, 2 blocks, 27 turnovers, 19 fouls. They only had 18 points off the bench. So half their points. Well, Baylor had a great day off the bench. 25, 27, 30, 31 points. Baylor shot 56.5%. 35 for 62 overall, as in for that percentage. 11 for 21 on threes. When they're making threes, they're tough. 10 for 17 on free throws. That's the biggest bugaboo about this team in terms of weaknesses. It's free throws. And I know they're trying to improve it. So I'm not going to mention that now. 36 rebounds in the game. 4 of those offensive. But the thing is, if you're making your first shot, it's pretty hard. 28 assists, 14 steals, 2 blocks, 13 turnovers, 16 fouls. And UT Arlington, they run a press sometimes after misses. After they make a shot on offense. They try to rely on their defense to create offense and then create some pressure. And they go back in the zone. And Baylor was shooting so well that they had to get out of it. But they went back to it and it still didn't work. They didn't have answers either way. So now to go over individual numbers. Jamie Asbury, I know she only had 8 points on 3 for 5 shooting, 2 for 4 on 3 though. But 2 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 1 turnover, 1 foul. Jaden Owens had 8 points in the game, 4 for 7 shooting, 0 for 3 on threes, but 5 assists, 4 steals, 1 turnover, 2 fouls. She committed both of those in the first half and never fouled again. Sarah Andrews went off, 20 points, 7 for 13 shooting, 4 for 6 on threes, 2 for 4 on free throws. I like to see 3 out of 4. To be fair, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 turnover, 2 fouls. Dariana Little-Page-Buggs didn't have a great start to the game. She missed a few layups, but she calmed down, took a breath on the bench. 11 points on 5 for 10 shooting. 1 for 2 on free throws. I like to see that number go up, of course. 10 rebounds, so she had a double-double. 2 assists, 3 steals, 2 turnovers, 2 fouls. Kaylin Bickle had 13 points on 5 for 7 shooting, 1 for 2 on threes, 6 rebounds, 7 assists. That led the team. And that is a forward. She's one of the best passers as a forward on the team here. I'm not going to deny that. 2 steals, 1 block, 1 turnover, 3 fouls. Now off the bench, the first one to mention is Jan Van Guydenbeek. 15 points on 6 for 6 shooting, 3 from 3 on threes, 4 assists, 2 steals, 2 turnovers, 1 foul. I think she got her mojo back that she had when she was in high school, coming out her senior year prior to Stanford not playing that many minutes because of players in front of her. She was part of that national championship team. And that team last year that went to the Final Four. I mean, I'm just saying. I think she's getting her mojo back. Okay, the second player to mention is Bella Fontour-Loy. She didn't have a good start either, but she finished with 10 points on 4 for 9 shooting. 1 for 3 on threes, 1 for 3 on free throws. I like to see that number go up, like 2 for 3. 5 rebounds in the game, 1 steal, one turnover. Kyrie Ferrer in 11 minutes scored 2 points, 2 for 2 on free throws, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Kendra Gillespie, she had missed a few layups too, but 3 points on 1 for 3 shooting, 1 for 2 on free throw line, 1 rebound, 1 steal, 2 turnovers, 2 fouls. Kyle Abraham in 9 minutes scored 1 point, 0 for 2 shooting, but 1 for 2 on free throws, 3 rebounds, 2 turnovers, 1 foul. Erica Porter was the only player that didn't score in the game, but she had 2 rebounds and 1 block and 2 fouls. So now I know UT Arlington was missing 2 of their better players due to injury. So hopefully they get those players back, because I know they are capable of winning their conference. I do believe that. So what they got coming up? First of all, they got Texas A&M Texarkana. I would think they should win that one in theory. And believe it or not, UT Arlington hosts number 12 Arizona. So Arizona, you gotta be careful. Though you never know. Of course, they got UT Arlington has at Cal Baptist. They're 2-6. I would think they would win that game in theory. And they got Tarleton. That's 5-2. Granted, you don't know how good that 5-2 record really looks, because it could be cupcake games for all we know. I mean, it's the truth. So that's that side of things. Now, on the Baylor side of things, they have Tennessee State coming up. They're 4-4. They should win that game in theory. Now, the next game, the following game, is more of a challenge. It's number 12 Arizona. But that's in Dallas. It's not really home court advantage, but it is closer to home. I mean, and they got Long Beach State after that game. Then they start conference play with TCU, that's currently 4-4. So really 3 games in theory, in my opinion, they should win. Though you can't take any of them lightly. It's the Arizona game that they need another top 25 win. Another quality one. And I'm going to do a preview on that game as soon as it gets closer. Granted. So, anyways, if you like this content, hit like and subscribe. See you guys later. It's going to 400 subscribers and more by the end of this year or sometime in the future.